If your legs feel heavy, sore, or weaker than they used to, this isn't just aging, it's a warning sign. Every bite you take could be slowly draining your strength. That toast at breakfast, that sweet treat after dinner, that multivitamin you trust. It might all be working against you. Americans over 50 are facing a silent crisis, and most don't even know it. 2 common vitamins that seem healthy could actually lead to muscle loss and painful joints. Foods we've eaten for decades are quietly attacking our legs. You think you're eating right, you think supplements are helping, but something feels off. You're not crazy, and it's not just age, it's inflammation, poor circulation, and a loss of muscle power, all triggered by everyday choices. This video will uncover 7 popular foods destroying leg strength, plus 2 vitamins that may shock you. If you want to walk without pain, climb stairs with confidence, and live without fear of falling, then stay with me. This could change everything. The solution is simple, the risk is real, and your next trip to the fridge could decide your future. Let's uncover the truth hiding in plain sight. Sugar is everywhere in the American diet, and it may be one of the biggest reasons your legs feel weak, heavy, or in pain. Most people over 50 think a cookie here and there or a glass of soda isn't a big deal, but it adds up fast, and science is clear about the damage it causes. High sugar intake has been linked to chronic inflammation, especially in the muscles and joints. A 2020 study from the National Institute on Aging found that adults who consumed more than 50 grams of added sugar per day were 35% more likely to experience reduced leg strength. Refined sugar triggers insulin resistance, which prevents your muscles from using energy efficiently. That means more fatigue, more soreness, and slower recovery after walking or standing. It also causes weight gain, putting extra pressure on your knees and ankles. Just 1 pound of added weight adds 4 pounds of pressure to each knee joint. Sugar is also considered an empty calorie, meaning it fills you up but feeds your body nothing useful. It robs your muscles of what they need to stay strong and keeps your legs in a constant cycle of weakness and strain. Fried foods may taste good, but they are terrible for your legs. If you often eat French fries, chicken nuggets, or onion rings, your lower body could be paying the price. These foods are loaded with trans fats and saturated fats, both known to trigger chronic inflammation. According to the American Heart Association, consuming trans fats increases your risk of inflammation by up to 40%. That inflammation doesn't just affect your heart, it attacks your joints and muscles too, especially in your legs. A 2022 study published in Nutrients found that older adults who frequently consumed fried foods had 28% higher rates of leg pain and stiffness. These fats also clog arteries and reduce blood flow. That means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your leg muscles. Poor circulation leads to tired, aching legs and slower healing after activity. Fried foods also raise your weight. Just gaining 10 pounds can put 40 extra pounds of stress on your knees. The result is pain, stiffness, and long-term loss of mobility. The more you eat them, the more damage you create. White bread may be quick and easy, but it does your legs no favors. This common staple is made from refined flour that's stripped of fiber and key nutrients. When you eat white bread, your blood sugar spikes fast and crashes just as quickly. That roller coaster hurts your energy and your muscles. A 2019 study from the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health showed that diets high in refined carbs like white bread are linked to increased insulin resistance and muscle weakness in adults over 50. Without steady blood sugar, your muscles struggle to get the fuel they need. Over time, this leads to fatigue, soreness, and loss of strength. White bread also lacks protein, which your legs need to rebuild and stay firm. When paired with spreads like butter or jam, it adds empty calories without providing real nutrition. It also raises your weight. For every extra pound on your body, your knees carry 4 more. That strain builds up fast. The more white bread you eat, the harder it gets to move with ease. Processed meats like bacon, ham, and sausages may save time, but they silently wear down your legs. These products are packed with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives that trigger inflammation in your body. Over time, that inflammation settles in your joints and muscles, especially in your lower body. A 2021 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that adults over 55 who regularly consumed processed meats had a 32% higher risk of chronic joint pain and muscle weakness. Sodium causes water retention, which leads to swelling in your legs and ankles. Nitrates damage blood vessels, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach your muscles. That starves your tissue and slows recovery after movement. Processed meats also raise your blood pressure, straining your heart and limiting healthy circulation. Poor blood flow equals tired, aching legs that struggle to support your weight. When combined with the saturated fats found in these meats, the damage is doubled. These fats raise bad cholesterol and promote fat buildup around your organs. That means more weight and more pressure on your knees. For every bite, you're choosing flavor over function, and your legs are paying the price. Processed cheese might be convenient, but it's bad news for your legs. Cheese slices, spreads, and canned cheese products are loaded with sodium and saturated fat. These ingredients do more than raise your blood pressure. They directly affect your muscles and circulation. A 2020 report from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed high amounts of processed dairy had a 27% greater risk of lower body inflammation and muscle fatigue. Sodium causes your body to hold on to water, leading to swelling and stiffness in your legs. Saturated fat hardens your arteries, limiting blood flow to the muscles that keep you moving. These cheeses also lack high-quality protein. Unlike fresh cheeses like cottage or ricotta, processed varieties go through manufacturing that strips out essential nutrients. Without enough protein and minerals like calcium and magnesium, your muscles can't contract properly. That leads to cramps, weakness, and poor balance. Eating this kind of cheese daily may feel harmless, but over time it adds up. Your legs lose strength, your steps feel heavier, and your independence begins to slip. Milk chocolate may seem harmless, but it quietly weakens your legs over time. Packed with sugar and saturated fat, it fuels inflammation and drains your muscle strength. Most store-bought milk chocolate contains very little real cocoa, which means it lacks the antioxidants your body needs to fight damage. A 2018 study in Nutrients found that diets high in added sugar and poor quality fats were linked to a 25% increase in leg fatigue and cramping among adults over 50. The sugar causes spikes in insulin, followed by crashes that leave your muscles tired and starved for energy. Saturated fat slows circulation, reducing oxygen to your legs. This kind of chocolate also adds hidden calories that go straight to your belly. Belly fat places extra pressure on your lower body joints, especially the knees. That extra weight accelerates joint wear and muscle loss. A small treat now and then is fine, but daily indulgence leads to long-term damage. Canned foods might seem like a smart shortcut, but they can quietly harm your legs. Items like canned soups, meats, and beans are often loaded with sodium and preservatives that disrupt your body's balance. These ingredients don't just raise your blood pressure, they also impact muscle performance and joint health. A 2017 study from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention found that adults consuming more than 3,400 milligrams of sodium daily had a 30% higher chance of experiencing leg swelling and fatigue. Sodium causes your body to retain fluid, which leads to heavy, stiff legs. Preservatives like sodium nitrate can also damage blood vessels and slow oxygen delivery to your muscles. On top of that, canned foods often lose important nutrients during processing. That means your body works harder to get less. Over time, this imbalance weakens your muscles and leaves your legs sore and less stable. Choosing fresh or frozen options can protect your strength and keep you moving. Vitamins are supposed to help us, but taking too much vitamin A can do serious damage to your legs. Many Americans over 50 take supplements daily without realizing that high doses of vitamin A can lead to muscle pain, weakness, and even bone loss. This problem is more common than most people think, especially among those who take multivitamins or eat fortified foods without tracking their total intake. According to a 2021 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults over 60 who consumed more than 3,000 micrograms of vitamin A per day were 38% more likely to report muscle soreness and difficulty climbing stairs. Excess vitamin A builds up in the liver and tissues, causing inflammation that affects muscle performance. It also interferes with calcium and magnesium absorption, two minerals essential for muscle contraction and bone strength. Long-term overuse can lead to joint stiffness, leg cramps, and reduced mobility. Worse, it may weaken bones in the hips and legs, raising the risk of fractures. For seniors with low bone density, this risk can be dangerous. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, excess vitamin A is stored in fat and takes longer to leave the body. That makes daily overdosing even more risky. Always check your labels and talk to your doctor before taking high-dose supplements. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, but too much of it can backfire. Many seniors take high doses of vitamin D without medical advice, thinking more is better. But excess vitamin D can seriously affect your legs, your muscles, and your mobility. A 2020 study from the Mayo Clinic found that older adults who took more than 4,000 IU of vitamin D daily without supervision had a 35% higher risk of developing muscle cramps, leg stiffness, and joint pain. When you consume too much vitamin D, your calcium levels can rise too high. This condition, called hypercalcemia, causes calcium to settle in your soft tissues, including your leg muscles and tendons. That makes your muscles feel stiff and sore, even when you're resting. Too much vitamin D can also damage your kidneys, which are responsible for filtering minerals and maintaining fluid balance. When kidney function drops, you may experience swelling in the legs, muscle weakness, and fatigue. It also becomes harder for your body to process calcium, leading to a dangerous cycle of poor muscle function and bone loss. Unlike other vitamins, excess vitamin D stays in your body because it's fat-soluble. That means the effects build up over time. Always follow lab results and your doctor's advice before adding high-dose vitamin D to your daily routine. Your legs don't just get weaker because you're getting older. They weaken because of what you put into your body every single day. Foods like white bread, bacon, processed cheese, and sweets may seem harmless, but over time they feed inflammation, block blood flow, and starve your muscles of what they need to stay strong. Even vitamins like A and D can hurt your legs when taken in excess. The pain, the stiffness, the loss of balance you feel, it's not just age, it's a warning. You don't need a complete diet overhaul overnight, but starting today, you can make smarter choices. Swap white bread for whole grain, choose lean meats over processed ones, cut back on sugar. Rethink your supplements, get your levels tested before taking anything extra. Your legs carry you through every step of your life. Without them, you lose freedom, you lose confidence, you lose independence. So ask yourself this: is the taste worth the toll? Is convenience worth the cost of falling, relying on a cane, or needing help to walk across the room? Make the changes now. Protect your legs. Protect your life. Because every step you take tomorrow depends on the decisions you make today.